Here's a song called Wonderful.
You are perfect in your own way. You are beautiful in your own way. Every day now, make it your day, 'cause it's wonderful in its own way. There's just a one you and one me, and that's wonderful in its own way. There's just a one you and one me, and that's wonderful in its own way, in its own way. Life has chose you to express yourself just as you are, just as you are, without fear. Plant a new thought, watch it grow up in its own way. Life has chose you, life has chose you to express yourself just as you are. There's just a one you and one me, and that's wonderful in its own way. There's just a one you and one me, and that's wonderful in its own way. A one in a billion is what you are. That alone changed the world. I am grateful, I am grateful. There's just a one you and one me, and that's wonderful in its own way. There's just a one you and one me, and that's wonderful in its own way, in its own way.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Agape. Agape is Greek for unconditional love. Martin Luther King said it best, the love of God operating through the human heart. At Agape, we define love as pure, total, and complete acceptance. So if you look at the idea of self-love, it means that you totally accept yourself as you are. That is true love. I want to invite you that if you're on this transmission, on this live service right now, check in. Let me know where you are. Also, hit the like button. Hit the like button 1,000 times, because when you hit the like button, Facebook and YouTube, they love it. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Reveille Wallach, please subscribe. Again, artificial intelligence, that these social media platforms love when we do that stuff. My message is not to become popular. My message is to bring this word of agape, of self-empowerment, of love, of personal responsibility to the world so that we can reclaim our power. Because I believe that we're on a journey of self-discovery, and on that journey of self-discovery, we get the choice to experience whatever we want. And I think the realization of that is an incredible gift that we can give ourselves, the world. In fact, I think that's what Christmas is all about, isn't it? We'll talk about that a little bit more later. So if you haven't checked in, please do. Let me know where you're writing from or you're watching from. Let me know your questions, your comments. Is something I'm saying exciting to you? Something I'm saying, does it bother you? Is there something you want further on? Let me know. I love to get the feedback, because then I can give you ideas, because I don't know what's right for you. But I can give you ideas that you can see if they work for you. And if they work for you, then you can own them. But don't believe me. Question everything I say, because God knows my wife does. Anyway, with that in mind, let's take a moment and let's slow down. And so I invite you to get into a comfortable seated upright position, feet resting on the ground, hands gently resting on your lap, your back is straight. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. The simple act of breathing in and breathing out. Realize it is the breath that is breathing you. The breath is breathing breath into you. Life is breathing life into you. Feel that breath nourishing every single cell in your body, the space between the cells, and surrounding you in this beautiful cocoon of energy, of pure love, pure acceptance. Realize as you observe your body that the body is not who you are. The body is something you use. Realize that you are not your mind. You are that which is observing your mind, observing your thoughts, observing your body. What is this observer? I believe this self-awareness is our consciousness. It is a point of consciousness within the infinite mind. And you and I and everyone are individualizations of the infinite mind, created out of the infinite mind by the infinite mind. So at the source of all we are one. And when we sit with this awareness, we sit as love. Notice how calm your body is. Notice that there's nothing in this moment that your body needs. There's nothing that your mind needs to focus on. You're giving yourself the gift of being fully present in this now. It is in this state that the body is able to heal itself. It's in this state that the mind feels perfect peace. It is our natural desire to be healthy. It is our natural desire to be peaceful. And they are a birthright. It is through awareness that we choose them and make them our reality. Understanding that, I invite you to start feeling yourself back in your body, reconnecting to your mind. Gently begin to move. And when you're ready, open your eyes, put a smile back on your face, and welcome to this perfect day. So today, I want to talk about the idea of Christmas. I want to talk about what this day might be like if we go past the illusions that the masses have created around it. There's so many movies out there about Christmas. And I want to challenge those movies. I want to take this to a different level today. And I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that anything is wrong. I'm simply saying I want to get the most out of this Christmas. And I want to discover the greatest Christmas present ever. And so I reflect back to when my children, Steve and Matthew, were young boys. And Christmas would come and the family would be together. My brother and my sister-in-law, my wife, my mother and father and my sister would be there. And Stephen and Matthew being the only grandchildren, it was one toy after another. One gift after another. And they would rip that paper and go right to the next one. Then rip the next one, next one, next one, next one. And then they look around and say, is that all? Think about the symbolism of that in our own lives. How many times have we tried to fulfill our heart's desire with things? Has it ever really worked for any length of time? I think about my little granddaughter, Claire, and what Christmas is going to be like this year for her. And I know the same thing. It's going to be present to present to present. I've watched. I've seen how she gets one toy, then she's with it for a little while, then she goes to the next toy. It's like an insatiable urge, and you never, ever get enough. So Jean and I, last week, went to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra concert. It's our seventh out of 8 years. Last year, there wasn't one because of COVID, but we watched their live video stream on it. So we've gone 8 years in a row. And why do I go? Number one, it's the most incredible show. Lights, fire, lasers, music, staging, everything about it is just, and the choreograph, oh my God, the best. But there's one song that whenever I hear this song, bursts within me the emotion that I believe Christmas is. And that song is Old City Bar. Every time I hear that bar, I feel the emotion, and for whatever the reason, tears come to my eyes. And so I want to share with you a few of the lyrics that I believe create the greatest Christmas present ever. The first is, it's every gift that someone gives, expecting nothing back. Every gift that someone gives, expecting nothing back. What does that mean? It means every time you smile at someone, you do it without expecting a smile back. Every time you hold the door open for someone, you do it without expecting something back. I was getting a massage the other day. I go to this Massage Life. It's right by my house, and I have a membership there. And at one of these places, it's difficult to find the right massage therapist. And I've gone through a lot of massage therapists while being a member, but a new one came into my life 2 weeks ago. And she gave me one of the best massages I've ever had, deep, athletic massage. And there was an energetic connection. And so the other day, I went back and I had another massage, and it was every bit as good. And we talked. And she shared with me her dream about how she wanted to get this one thing. And this one thing, and I don't need to mention what it is, but she wanted this one thing. And I listened and I could see how she lit up. I could see how she said she had a plan in place. She was going to save the money to get it. And she didn't come from a lot of money. And so as the massage was over and I was getting dressed, I thought about that. And then I reached into my wallet and I pulled out a $100 bill. And when I thanked her for the massage, I gave her the $100 bill and I said, "You're well on your way to getting what you want." And she looked at me, her eyes teared up, and said, "Thank you." And I left. I did that because my heart told me to do it. I don't expecting anything in return. If I never see her again, it doesn't matter. My heart told me it was the right thing. I remember back when I worked in the corporate world. Back when I was a director, I had a department of 12 people. And I said to my staff, I said, "Would you like to adopt 12 kids at the Buckner Children's Home and give them gifts that they would not get at Christmas?" And every one of them said yes. So I got a list and I let people just pick their gift. And so we got the 12 gifts, we dropped them off. The next year, I had gotten a promotion and I had a department of 40 people. And I asked the department, "Would you like to participate in this program?" And they said yes. That year, we supplied 40 gifts. The next year, I put it out to the entire company, the office that I was in. We had to take 3 vans. We had over 350 gifts. We never saw the children. We never saw their reaction. But here's the thing. In our heart, we gave a gift out of unconditional love. Doesn't have to be a lot of money. It can be just as simple as a smile. The song goes on, it says, "It's every kindness that we do, each simple little act." Think about that. The simple act of being kind. The smallest little act. It does not have to be grandiose. If you give without expectation and you give with kindness in every little act, what type of person do you become? In my mind, you become Santa Claus. Because Santa Claus really doesn't judge. That's nonsense. Santa Claus gives to fill the heart, to bring hope, to bring joy, to bring connection to everyone on the planet. And no matter where you are in the world right now watching, you can be a little kinder to everyone you meet. You can do simple acts of kindness that will shift the consciousness of the people that you interact with. Here's the key thing. I believe the greatest gift you could ever give is to be authentically you. That requires work. It's not an easy gift to give because you've got to figure out, who am I? What really is the authentic me? I work at this all the time. Who is Lee Wallach? What is authentic for Lee Wallach? What has Lee Wallach been programmed to believe about himself? And what has Lee Wallach chosen to be? Consciously chosen based on what his heart desires. What I try to do, I do my best. I'm not purely 100% good at it. I doubt that we ever will be 100% good at it. I think there's always a gap because that gap causes us to desire to be more. But when we are authentic, we're saying to the universe, we're saying to other people, I accept myself. Not only do I accept myself, I like myself as I am. And when you give that authenticity to someone, you allow them to see the real you, and they can appreciate you as you truly are. Not for something, an image, a persona that you put on to please them, to please others, to say that I'm better than this, I'm this. No, it's not about that. It's about being your authentic self. Here's the key thing. There's no other gift in the world that is like you. Because every human being on the planet is unique. And wouldn't that be great if we could just accept each other? You see, for me, Christmas is a feeling that without an open heart, we can never know. Christmas is not something you get. It's not something you receive. It's a feeling. For me, the feeling is connection. It's connection to something greater than I am. It's actually, for me, it's a sense of oneness, where I feel no separation with life, where I feel no separation with a person. One of the things that's one of the greatest joys of my life, and it's Christmas every day in this respect, I love every morning sitting and breathing consciously, doing deep breathing exercises, followed by meditation with my wife. Because in that 45 minutes, 46 minutes to be exact, that we do that, there's oneness. With no expectation of each other. We're breathing together. We're sitting in stillness together. We're experiencing oneness. How does she experience it? I don't know. How does anyone else experience it? I don't know. I just know what my experience is. And I invite you to understand that. No one will ever know what you're experiencing. Only you will. So Christmas, this idea of establishing a Christmas tradition or achieving a Christmas feeling will be unique to you. But in order to do so, you have to open your heart. You see, here's the illusion that Christmas is a day. No, it's not. Christmas is not a day. It's a way of life. It's a way of life about being authentic, about constantly discovering who you are and giving the world the opportunity to love you as you are. It's about giving and not expecting anything in return. It's about being kinder. It's about opening your heart and experiencing all that life brings. Every single little thing. Fully experiencing it and then letting it go. Fully experiencing it and letting it go. This, my friends, I believe, is the greatest Christmas present ever. You can test this for yourself. Become a scientist. Take what I've just shared with you, giving without expectation, being kinder, being authentic, and accepting everyone else as they are. Every moment of every day, and I believe you will achieve a state of being that very few on the planet have ever done. The power is in you. It's always been there. Now it's time to claim it. Merry Christmas. Let's go within and let's do a spiritual mind treatment. Let my words be your words. When I say I, let it be you. I know there is one, infinite, all-knowing, ever-present, all-wise, all-powerful consciousness. I know that this consciousness created everything out of itself. Knowing that, I know that I am one with it. I know that I am a unique, whole, and perfect expression of love. I let go of the illusion that I am not perfect. I let go of the illusion that I'm here to please others. I let go of the illusion that there's things I have to do. And I embrace that the power to create is within my mind. I embrace and use this power to experience life in ways that I cannot even imagine yet, but will. To fully experience everything that life has to offer and to support others as they do the same. I know that I am guided by divine wisdom, and I know that the divine wisdom happens within me without any effort. I simply step into my power. I embody it, I live it, and it bursts within me all that I desire. And so I naturally now go to that place inside where I am grateful. I simply give thanks for life. I give thanks for this breath, for this moment. And I release the past because it no longer is relevant. I bless it. I call it good because I know the law is responding to these words. Knowing it is responding and I am in gratitude, I let it be because I know it is done. And so it is. Amen. Well, my friends, let's do our treatment for financial freedom together. Let's open ourselves up to the flow of abundance. So with belief and conviction, say our treatment together. I live in gratitude, knowing that I am financially free to do what I want, when I want, and how I want. And so it is. So, if you receive something, I invite you to support Agape. You can make a donation by doing the text to give. You can scan the QR code, or you can go to Agape Spiritual Center and make a donation online there. But I want to share with you something. If you'll look at the screen, you'll see here are all the classes that we're going to be offering at Agape. These classes are available to everyone via Zoom. Now, we charge for our classes. Normally our classes are $120 a piece. You can take all of these classes, and you can pay for them, you can get them for free, because we have a system set up. It's called our Abundance in Motion system, AIM. And so if you become a gold giver, meaning you automatically donate $200 a month or $50 a week on an automated basis. You can take all of these classes for free. And for an extra $50, your partner can take all of these classes for free. And you will get a once a month, 30-minute coaching or counseling session with me. So we're giving back. If you want to become a silver member and you want to donate that way, $25 a week, $100 a month, and you get the classes for half price. Bronze means you just pay for the classes. Just give when you want to give. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to establish a community where we give back, where it's not you just giving. We give a lot. We do a lot at Agape, but I want to give back teaching because I believe in classes is where we make our greatest gains. So if you're interested in signing up for this, you can do that at agapespiritualcenter.com. I invite you, join and be a part of our community so that we can grow and we can learn together. There are many, many events that we're offering at Agape. If you're local, I want you to know that you can pray with a practitioner in person after Sunday celebration, or if you're virtual, you can connect with them on the website. Jean, Susie, and Doreen would love to pray with you. So with that in mind, I want to wish you the best Christmas ever for you and your family. And if we can be of spiritual support, let us know. We want you to know we are there for you. Until next time, aloha.